Tonight on KHZ, a special on America's Unsung Heroes. Here tonight, May 19th, 2012, we have Sir Keaton, Klocko, and Breeser with a special guest, Zach Ellis. Welcome to 50 Minutes.
Tonight on 50 Minutes, Keaton, myself, and a special guest, Zach Ellis, will be sharing a special on Unsung Heroes.
An unsung hero is someone who did something good to help without being noticed. In our show, we will share our top 10 based off people who risk their lives to save others.
First on our list is Eddie O'Hare. Eddie was the lawyer that ended up putting Al Capone in jail. Eddie was man enough to risk his life to try and lock up Al Capone. Eddie succeeded in putting him in jail, and by Eddie putting Capone in jail, he risked his life and saved many from Al Capone's evil mind, which makes him in our top 10 unsung heroes. Second on our list is actually Eddie's son, Butch. Butch was a World War II pilot. Butch was on a mission when he saw Japanese planes headed toward American ships. Butch fought off Japanese planes to keep the ships safe. When the enemy retreated, Butch returned badly shot up. Butch risked his life in the plane to save many military friends. He was a hero for sure.
Third on our list, serving during World War II, Lieutenant Colonel Harold Ballard. He was notably known for defending Henderson Field in the South Pacific. Through May 10th through November 14th, he downed 11 Japanese planes. One of his wingmates was shot down in the water. With low fuel and low ammo, he turned around and risked his life to scare away the other two planes. After this heroic event, he was never seen again. To think about all the courage it must take to turn around and risk your own life for others when you could well know you would get away from this mission. He's a great hero. Now fourth on our list, Stephen L. Bennett, a Vietnam War hero. Captain Bennett was flying a light support plane on June 29, 1972. A ground force military unit troops were under heavy attack and outnumbered. Captain Bennett was the only one able to come. He supported them and pushed back the enemy with the ground troops. As the ground troops got out of the way, Captain Bennett kept on fighting the enemy and pushing him back. During this time, his plane was hit with a missile and one of the parachutes was shredded and was unusable. Captain Bennett gave his good parachute to his spotter and told him to get out of the plane. His spotter bailed and Captain Bennett drove the plane into the ground hard. Captain Bennett died. Not only did Captain Bennett save his unit, and his spotter. This guy was truly a great hero and should be honored as an American hero.
Fifth on our list is Thomas Hudner Jr. He was an incredible partner and pilot. Hudner fought in the Korea War with his wingman Jesse Brown. While fighting on December 4th, 1950, Hudner watched his partner Brown get shot down. He noticed his cockpit open up, so he made a life or death decision to land his aircraft on rough terrain in enemy territory. He spent countless hours trying to free his wingman, but the frigid weather took his life as Hudner was trying to free him from the wreckage. By Hudner landing his aircraft in extremely rough terrain and on enemy lines to save his life of a fellow partner and wingman, he is considered one of the top 10 unsung heroes. Sixth on our list is Timothy McCarthy, who was one of the Secret Service agents when Reagan was in office. On March 31st, 1981, MacArthur was called without notice and asked to fill in on protecting the president at a luncheon. He gladly accepted. While at the luncheon, there were shots fired and MacArthur, without hesitation, jumped in front of Reagan and took the bullet in the stomach. This determination to protect the president and watch his life flash in front of his eyes easily puts Timothy McCarthy on the list of the top 10 unsung heroes.
Seventh on our list is Thomas Delahanty. Thomas was a Washington, D.C. police officer working during Reagan's assassination attempt. When Hinckley Jr., the assassin, emerged from the crowd shooting at Reagan, Delahanty saw and quickly was at Reagan's side. Delahanty ended up taking a bullet in the neck, and Delahanty was cited for heroism in the attempt to protect the president. Delahanty was a hero. He risked his life to protect our president, and Delahanty took a bullet that could have killed Reagan. Delahanty was a hero.
Number 8 on our list is Ross McGinnis. Ross enlisted in the Army on his 17th birthday. He was quickly accepted and gladly serving his country. On December 4, 2006, McGinnis and his platoon were out on patrol of suspicious enemy movement. While patrolling, an insurgent on a nearby rooftop threw a grenade which landed in their Humvee. McGinnis, knowing the grenade would easily kill or severely injure everyone in the Humvee, quickly jumped on top of the grenade. He smuggled it without hesitation. He died from his actions and saved 4 other men. His actions also received him the Medal of Honor and a spot on our top 10 unsung heroes because he gave his life up to save 4 other soldiers.
John P. O'Neill is the 9th person on our list. He retired as an American FBI terrorist expert after 31 years. He picked up a new job as head of security for the World Trade Center. On September 11th, he died. After the first plane hit on September 11th, he ran out of the tower and called his son. After a while, he became severely unhappy with how the evacuation from the towers was going. He ran back inside and was trafficking the evac when the tower collapsed on him. His 50-year-old body was pulled out of rubble, and he was dead. A hero's welcome is not good enough for this guy. He could not stand but to see people in danger. He endangered his own life for the greater risk of others, and that's why he's on our top 10 American heroes. Now, last but not least, Dennis P. Wetchell is on our top list. A young Baghdad boy ran in front of a mine-resistant vehicle which weighs around 16 tons. He knew this and he threw himself in the way, knocking the boy out of the way of the vehicle. Wetchell was killed on impact from his injuries. The little Afghan boy also was injured but lived from it. Now what makes this so heroic is this man also has a wife and 3 little children at home. This guy is not only a hero, but a dad and a great U.S. soldier. Now, our list, we remind you, was made on chronological order, not on the event of who was the most heroic. Good night from 50 Minutes from Zach Ellis, Keaton Klocko, and Breeser.